If you could only watch one Star Wars piece of content for the rest of your life, what would it be? All right. And before Nick starts questioning everything,
Exactly.
just one movie or one entire show. Okay, you get all seasons of that show.
Oh,
But,
okay.
So it's either all seasons of the show or one movie. All right.
So I actually thought about this. Like the first thing that came to my mind was the Old Republic, the video game.
Oh,
The cinematic trailers.
yes.
Yes, absolutely. Hands down. I would pick that.
If they
to
made
watch
a
for the
movie
rest of-
in
Dude,
that,
I don't know why they
have
haven't.
not just given
Or
them
a
the reins
show.
to make a
Pick.
movie?
Like, it's some of the best choreography I've ever
It's
seen in
amazing.
Star Wars.
It's absolutely amazing.
And I'm like, why aren't these people doing the movies?
Dude.
That would just make sense.
Yeah, and they draw you into that story like immediately, and you're hooked.
Yeah.
And they're not even talking.
Exactly.
You're like, I can't wait to see what happens.
Right.
And it's
like,
amazing.
action. And
Yeah.
then that's what happens.
Exactly.
Action. Yeah.
Good pick. I like that. But that was out of
Yeah.
left field for me. I did not see that coming.
Right? Yeah.
I didn't even
y'all.
Yeah,
consider
definitely did
that.
not see that
Nick
coming.
tends to do that.
Definitely did not see that coming. I mean,
Yeah.
if you love lightsabers, love deep lore, that would be the pick.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, Matt, you got one for me? Which one? What you going with?
Do have one. I'm gonna have to go with the Clone Wars show.
You going with
Clone
Clone
Wars?
Wars?
Yeah.
That's a good one, dude.
Good
What's the-
choice.
Because I like Anakin
Yeah, you like Anakin.
and I like
Yeah.
Ahsoka because she's pretty cool and she was annoying in the first couple of seasons, but she got better as it went on.
Yeah.
So
Good character development. there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like about that show.
Yeah, and it's really like you said about Anakin, he's really fleshed out in that show.
Yeah, I'd almost
Yeah.
say you get a better version of
Yeah.
Anakin in Clone Wars.
It's
than you do in
you get a
movies.
lot
Yeah.
more backstory about the whole Clone Wars, obviously,
Yeah.
compared to just picking a movie, I guess too.
Definitely.
So a show kind of is almost cheating, but
I know that's why, but at the same time, though, in a lot of the shows, you don't get the big moments that you
Right.
get in Star Wars. That's the thing for me. But that's kind of why I went
True
that
chiz.
route. But I'd say the one thing about the Clone Wars too that I really like that whenever Obi-Wan in Episode 4, A New Hope says he was a good friend,
Yeah.
I think Clone Wars
And
actually
then-
shows that
yeah,
the best.
yeah,
That him
exactly.
being a good friend because they were
Right.
able to flesh that out.
Yeah.
And he was likable, you know.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
mean, he's likable in the movies as well, but they really take time to develop that. And even his turn to the dark side is harder to watch in
Yeah.
that show in some ways.
Absolutely.
All right, Dano.
Okay, I'm gonna say I was gonna say Clone Wars because I love me some Clone Wars, and there's so much content in there. Like when you're talking
Yeah.
about one thing forever, there's a lot of stories, there's a lot of continuity. It weaves in and out of the prequels very well. A lot of battles, but I'm gonna go with Rebels
Ooh,
Rebels.
yes.
Solid.
because Rebels moves me in a way as that family grows and
Mhm.
the Jedi and the Sith and the way that they roll into where we are now. 4 seasons, very well planned out, start to finish. I'm going to take Rebels with me till the end.
Nice, dude. I like that.
Right on.
Rebels is fantastic. What about you, Bismo? Have you had a chance to think about it? What do you think?
Yeah,
man?
yeah. I mean, initial thoughts are it's like, ooh,
It's
you want
tough.
to? It's like it's kind of a toss up. The Clone Wars just has so much in it, though. There's just like we see so many different planets. There's a good mixture of characters in there, and of course, we see the main character of Star Wars basically with Anakin Skywalker, and just see a deeper level with him just on everything. So like, it's kind of a toss up between that, but although it's only one movie, I could rewatch Revenge of the Sith like almost infinitely
Yeah.
though. Even though it
Nice.
has much content, I could just rewatch that like almost every day.
Right.
There's just so much in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, great pick. That's a great one because just that
is.
opening scene alone like blows my mind
Yeah.
of Revenge of the Sith. Like that is epic space warfare right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's
This is where the
so
fun
great.
begins. Like, they just set you up. But you know what? It's like sit down, grab some popcorn,
Oh, yeah.
grab yeah.
Oh yeah, great choice, man. That is one of the best films of all of them. I'd say it's a toss up for me between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. I admit that Empire Strikes Back is like almost a perfect film, like altogether a
Yeah.
perfect film. But I think for me, I'd have to go Return of the Jedi because it has a satisfying, happy ending, and
Yep.
you get full on Jedi Luke. So that's what I
Yeah.
love. I love the green saber. That movie for me as a kid, that was my favorite Star Wars movie as a kid. So I'm gonna go with that one. But
Right.
Great picks all around. I think you guys all had some out of left field I did not see at all. The amount of content with Clone Wars is you just can't beat it. Hey Bisma, do you have a favorite arc in Clone Wars? Just curious. If you have one. I know I'm putting you on the spot. I didn't.
No, I would say there's a lot of good ones, and that's the fun part. There's so many good ones, but I really do like the Maul arcs just in general, where Maul is going to be involved with Savage oppressed. Then, of course, the duel between Savage, Maul, and Sidious. I mean, just seeing Sidious basically just toy with two pretty high-level Force users just really helps show how powerful he really was, where, you know, sometimes it's tough to totally tell in the movies when there isn't as much time to do so.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can't really go wrong.
Well, you can't.
Well, I knew as soon as I said that it was the wrong thing to say.
Hunter said, Nick's my Sith Master. I have to side with him.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, I love that.
Don't you forget it.
Don't you forget it. Padawan, my young Sith apprentice.
Sith apprentice.
Do it.
Do it.
Oh, man.
Do
Yeah.
what
So
must be done.